Alright, so far we have our two white squares or light squares, ones that are going to be the center of our blanket. Now we want to add our secondary color, our contrasting color. And we finished on this second corner. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to the opposite corner and turn it around so that the opposite corner is at the top right. Then we're going to take our secondary color and going to insert in this corner stitch right here, insert our hook, and then we're going to draw up a loop, and then we're going to chain 5. We want to do this loosely because we're going to work in them. Actually, we're going to work in them twice. 3, 4. Now when you do the 5th one, it helps if you just hold on to that loop that comes up behind it and pull it out, so that first hole you stick your hook in is there at your finger. And then what we're going to do is go in the bump on the back and work across it. So we're going to turn this way actually. Go into the bump in the back and draw up a loop. Go into the bump in the back, draw up a loop. This last one's going to be a little loose because that's where we started. Just tug on that a little bit and draw up a loop. We have 6 loops on our hook, and now where we joined, we're going to insert a hook in that and under the tail and draw up a loop. Now we have 7 loops on the hook, and we're going to yarn over and draw through 2. Now we're working the tail as I go, so bring the tail back across front of the working yarn and draw through 2. Back across to the front, turn over, draw the tail to the back, turn over, draw through 2, tail to the front, yarn over and draw through 2, tail to the back, yarn over and draw through 2. Now the rest of the tail, just let that hang, and with a yarn needle later we'll draw that in the opposite direction to secure it. Okay, and we're going to work across the green or this darker color same way we've done with the first 2 squares. Go under the vertical bar, draw up a loop, under the vertical bar, draw up a loop, vertical bar, draw up a loop. Alright, we've got 6 loops on our hook. Our 7th one is going to join to our white square. We're going to join into these loops on the right side of this square. Okay, so insert your hook under both loops on the square and draw up a loop. Now we should have 7 loops on our hook, and we yarn over and draw through 2, yarn over, draw through 2, all the way across the row. Now we have 2 rows of Tunisian simple stitch, and the entrelac part is where it latches onto the other one. Entrelac is interlacing, which is what we're doing. Okay, now go back across the same way we've done with the first 2. Draw up a loop, go under the vertical bar and draw up a loop, under the vertical bar, draw up a loop, all the way across the row. We'll have 6 loops on our hook, and then we're going to slip or draw up a loop in the neighboring square for 7 loops on your hook, and then you yarn over and draw through 2 all the way across the row. And now I have 3 rows. Got to go 2 more. Insert, draw up a loop, insert, draw up a loop, the vertical bar, draw up a loop, vertical bar, draw up a loop. Okay, we've got 6 loops on the hook. The 7th one is going to be the joining or the entrelac part, and draw up that 7th loop. And you're going to work those off the same way we've been doing all along, by yarning over and drawing through 2, and that will be a motion of 6 times, and we'll have 1 loop left on the hook when we're finished, which will be the beginning of our next row. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do it again. Go under the vertical bar and draw up a loop all the way across for 6 loops. Well, it's actually a motion of 5, but we'll have 6 loops on the hook. And then we're going to do our entrelac by joining it onto the next square, the last loop on that corner, and then yarn over and draw through 2 all the way across the row. And like I said before, I'm going a little fast. You can pause and catch up. And you will get to go this fast after you practice a little while. Okay, now we'll count our rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 rows on our work. And see how this sticks up a little bit? That's normal. We haven't done our bind off yet. Okay, so now we're going to do our slip stitch bind off by drawing up a loop and drawing the first one through the second one. Go vertical bar, draw up a loop, draw the first through the second one. Go under the vertical bar, draw up a loop, first through the second. And we do this 6 times. Oop, drop the loop. Try that again. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th time will be going under that V at the top of your square and drawing up the loop and draw the first through the second. Now this loop will be the beginning of our next square. So we finished our first contrasting square. So I'm going to stop this video here and we'll pick up for the next square in the next video.